Hey crafters, it's Janet with Crafting It Up in Creations, coming at you today with a little mini tutorial in between my Christmas ornament series. I'm doing a ornament series that started August 24th and it runs every Saturday until Christmas. I'll leave the playlist at the very end of this video in case you're interested. But I'm making a new and different ornament every Saturday. And I'm trying to make them relatively inexpensive that you can make for yourself, for your tree, craft fairs, or even inexpensive gifts if you need to give for teachers or coworkers or different things like that. Now the series itself is Make It Merry in 2019. And like I say, I'll link that playlist at the very end of the video in case you're interested in that. I've already made several really cute ornaments that I'm just in love with. So last week I hauled some silver bells from the Dollar Tree, and they're 3 different sizes here. And I went ahead and just picked up silver, although they have them in gold and green and red. They've got them in all kinds of different colors. But these are the ones that I picked out. Of course, the smaller the bells, the more you get. And I really love the big ones. I love that little snowflake cutout that's in them, as well as the little primitive star, or the star that's on the side of them. Just think that makes it really cute. Now this is Rust-oleum Rusty Metal Primer, and that's the actual color that it is. And this is a large project size. It was the same price as the smaller one. It's usually like a 12-ounce can. This says you use it on heavily rusted projects, and it's supposed to help with that, but I think it kind of gives it that cool rusty look, so I'll show you here in a minute. And then the other one I have is also Rust-oleum. It's multicolored, and the color on this actually just says Autumn Brown. Now I have used this Autumn Brown in a couple other projects. One of them that I will link above is my mason jar tissue holders, and I love the look that this gives. I've used it on other glassware that the Dollar Tree has to make like little tea light holders. And I love, love, love this spray paint. I've probably bought at least 10 cans of this in my lifetime. Now I have a little box that I got the last time we went to Sam's. And I'm just going to empty all the bells out into the box. And honestly, I ended up taking the bigger bells out and putting them separate because I thought it would just be too much for them to roll around. And I'm just going to take and spray that Rusty Metal Primer all over the bells in the box, and then I'm just going to roll them around and I'm going to spray them again. Short little bursts look really cool if you want to go for that look, because it kind of gives it one area looks just a little bit darker than the other. Maybe the bell was setting in that spot, you know, when it started rusting. So I don't think there's any way you can really go too wrong. And I'll show you some examples up close of ones that I kind of completely covered with the spray paint, and then there's some others that I miss spots, and it still gives a cool effect no matter what. And when you add it to your project, it doesn't really matter, or if you know you're going for a certain look, then it's going to be cool either way. So I do the larger bells the same exact way. I do short quick bursts over them, and then I'm going to show you these. I'm going to kind of shake them up again and put just a little bit more on it, because I realized that there was a lot more silver than I wanted in them. Now this is the bigger bells up close, as you can see the color there and how the bursts go. I just think it makes it look rusty, just like it is. So if you wanted to do this and just sweep it over and just barely touch that rusty primer, Rusty Metal Primer color over them, you're going to get that result. And then I'm going to flip these over and do the other side. It was a really nice day when I did these. It was like 70 some degrees outside. It was perfect. And these dried really quick. Now the rusty metal primer actually dries a little bit quicker than the textured finish, but it didn't take very long at all. If you like these type of videos, make sure you click the like button and let me know in the comments down below, and I'll keep bringing these to you. I feel like this was really simple, but I wanted to share the recipe at which I used. Now I'm going to take the Rust-oleum multicolored one, and this one comes out really thick sometimes, so some of them just end up getting a whole big wad like that one up there at the top. But I try to sweep it across, but sometimes just extra comes out, and that kind of gives it a different look. You know, like it's not going to be uniform. Just like when your bells are rusted, they're not really going to be a uniform look. But this is kind of a look at them up close and in the beautiful sunlight outside. And this is after they have dried. And then I'm going to go over the bigger ones also with this, just so you can kind of see what it looks like. And it comes out so thick, like you can tell that it'll sometimes even rock the bells. You can see that third one from the left, or second one from the right, got hit pretty heavy with it. I'm going to kind of show these up close. Now this is still wet. It looks a whole lot better once they're dry. And here's a look at them once they're dry. Even if you want to hang these from jute cording and add the farmhouse beads, they will look so good. And I wouldn't show a separate video of doing that, but I may go ahead and make a couple of those and show them at the end for a compilation video. I love how these came out. So I'm just flipping them over, and then I'm going to take that multicolored textured spray again and just try to sweep it across, trying not to land on one particular bell too heavy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it does sometimes come out in a little bit of a glob. But I think that's what even gives some of them just a little bit more character as well. I love, love, love how these turned out. Here's kind of a look at them up close once they've dried. I learned my lesson and had put on some gloves. I was doing some other spray painting though and discovered another little cool secret, so you'll see that in the next week or so. But even this one I hit more with the rusty colored primer and that multicolored spray, and it still looks really good with even the heavy hand of them, as well as some of them with a little bit of that silver shining through. And the end result of these, I just love them. So if you get a little heavier handed and it's all brown with the touch of that textured paint, it still looks good. A little bit of the silver peeking through, it still looks good. And depending on the project and what you add it to, may depend on which ones that you use. And I went ahead and added these to a couple ornaments that I had already made, just the medium and the small size, so you could see what they would actually look like on a project. Like I say, I've used these in the past, so you've probably already seen them in the past. And if you like these types of videos, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. Thanks so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. I really do appreciate it more than I can say. And I hope you are having a great week, and I hope you get a moment to craft it up. Take care.